Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? What is today? I don't even know what the days are. No, I do know what today is. It's Wednesday. And you know how come I remember? Because I'm expecting a delivery. So that's the only time or calendar I care about is when is my stuff coming? All right, my friends. Well, welcome, and happy Wednesday. This is Tarot at 12. For those of you who are new, welcome. Please be sure to hit subscribe so you'll never miss out. And just a quick overview about what we're doing here. This is Tarot at 12. We're going to be doing some free live tarot readings. Donations do take priority, so donation questions are read first. If you'd like to make your question a donation question, my donation link is in the description, and my moderators typically post it frequently. So, in between donations or in the absence of donations, I do select freebies randomly. I just want to make sure everybody's clear on what we are doing. So, all right, so let me see what we've got going on. We got a lot of people here. Hello, Jane J. How are you, darling? Alexis, hello, and thank you for your donation. And Jamie Lee as well. Thank you. Ty Happy, thank you for your donation. And Kristen, you as well. Wow, we got some donations already. That's awesome. Chad Wheezy 95. Hello. Right. And Kristen says, not Wednesday. Here we call it Little Saturday. Oh, I like that. I wish there were. Well, you know what? When you work from home, the weekends don't really matter as much. Well, I mean, they matter, but quite frankly, lately, working at home with COVID, with the holiday last week here in the U.S., it was Thanksgiving. Anyway, add all that together, and I have no idea what day it is or what's going on. All right, so let's just get organized before I get going. So far, I have Alexis. I have, Jamie Lee for 2. I have Ty Happy. How are you? I did it right, Ty. Right, and Alexis, I see you have your question right up there. I'm going to pop that on there just so I don't lose it. And Kristen, how are you? Right, and thank you, my love. And let us see, Light Soul, how are you? Thank you so much. Glad you're here. Now, I'm going to put this banner up on the bottom because I want people who come in later to know what we're supposed to do. Please write donated in the chat if you decide to donate. This would help us identify you. PayPal names are different than YouTube names most of the time. So this just helps, so we can kind of keep it connected and keep it moving along. So if you donate, please write donated in the chat. And let's get going. I have, wait a minute, I didn't put my crystal on there. What? Let's get some energy going. All right, well, I opened the show with a deck spread out and my clear quartz. I like to open up the energy. And you guys can't see my little table here, but I also have a bunch of other stuff. I've got selenite out here as a kind of a cleanser of the energy. I've got my entire thing set up. I used to try to jam it all in here so you could see it, and it was like ridiculous. So stopped it. I stopped doing that. All right, my friends, let's see what Alexis's question is. CJ and I got into a serious argument yesterday. Did he mean what he said? Both he and my grandma made me mad. My grandma can't mind her own business. Ah, yes. Well, I'm a grandma too, but my grandson is only almost 3. So I am in his business. And I'm gonna be. No, but even my kids are 23 and 25. And I tell them my mom stuff. I mom them. And sometimes I think they're insulted because they're like, we're adults. And I'm like, I know, but I can't help it, man. It's my job. It's my job. But I know what it's like with grandmas. Okay, my friend, what deck am I going to use? What deck am I going to use? Ooh, Let's use light seers. I haven't pulled this one out in a while, huh? All right. So Alexis, CJ and I got into not me. CJ and Alexis got into an argument. Did CJ mean what he said to Alexis? Did CJ mean what he said? Yeah, Alexis, you're 24, so you're right in between my kids. Right in between my kids. My son is 23, my daughter's 25, and my stepdaughter is 22, and it's her son who is my grandson. So we got a nice blended family going on. All right. More the merrier, right? Unless I have to clean. Then it's no. All right. So did he mean it? Did he mean it? Did he mean it? All right. Let's find out. We've got our energy card and we've got our spread. Okay. I feel like it's super quiet today. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's me. I feel quiet. All right. Woo. Okay. So the energy here is the Fool. Now the Fool is the granddaddy of new beginnings. Let me pick it up for you here. This is the granddaddy of new beginnings. He is a new journey. He kind of talks about, making those first steps and moving out there. However, one of the other things that the Fool stands for is all about kind of trusting your gut. Trusting your gut. This is about trusting your intuition and saying, you know what, I'm ready to make this journey, or I am not going to make a hasty choice. It's all about kind of listening to yourself. Ready to kind of take that plunge. She clearly feels pretty confident or she wouldn't be falling backwards, right? So sometimes this is a reminder that we need to trust our gut and listen to what our gut is telling us. Ooh, oh boy, we got lots of aces, cups, aces. We have the 2 of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have an 8 of Pentacles. So here we go. Don't make hasty choices. Trust your gut and new opportunities, right? That's what's going to clarify each of these cards because this is the strongest energy coming through. So what is your intuition telling you? What are you thinking? You might want to listen to that. But what I'm seeing here, did he mean what he said? I'm thinking the answer is no. And the reason being, this is you, the Fool is, well, you're not a fool, but this is about, I think, pulling up on you. It's the tarot telling you to trust your intuition. CJ, yourself. So the situation better than anybody. So this is saying trust your intuition. Now, I assume your intuition is what's got you kind of questioning, did he mean this? Well, I'm thinking no. And the reason being, we have our 2 of Cups. Now, the 2 of Cups is, it's cups, first of all, which is love and emotion. And as you can see depicted here in the card, it's about 2 people joining together. It's like the harmony. Look at their hands are interlocked and the smoke is coming together, or the magic or whatever. There's that. And then here we have our Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is saying, I want to start something new. This is a spark. This is a planting a seed for a new level, a new love, whatever that looks like. But in your situation, clearly it's like kind of like that rekindle, like let's rekindle things. Then here we've got our 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is all about, really looking for personal satisfaction. I don't know, man, but I don't think he meant it. But I don't even know what he said. I don't know what he said. If it was negative, then he didn't mean it. If it was positive, he did, because that's what this is saying. So let's take a look at the cut card, and then we'll have a little more information. This is the cut card. This is the outcome energy. Ready? Boom. 10 of Wands. Okay, this isn't going to end anytime soon. I think this is going to, I don't even look at the screen. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. We have our 10 of Wands, which indicates a lot of burden, a lot of carrying stuff. Look at our ox there carrying all these things. So is she. But one positive thing about a burden, this is talking about successfully carrying it. So this isn't like a burden that weighs you down where you can't breathe and you don't know what to do. And things like that. This is about getting there. You're getting there, hey man, but you're still carrying it, you see. Let me see. He said the baby wasn't his. Boom. Oh, no, he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. He doesn't want the burden of it. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's what that means, Alexis. He doesn't want the burden. But he still wants you. He still cares about you. I think he doesn't want the burden. That's why we had our 10 there. That's what that burden was. That ox carrying everything. Oh, and he said he didn't want to be with you because you're crazy. He loves you're crazy. He loves you're crazy. He says he doesn't want to be with you because he's crazy. You're crazy. Well, guess what? If he really thought you were crazy, he wouldn't even be near you. I'll tell you, I wouldn't be if I had a suspicion that, obviously helping somebody when they're, you know what I'm getting for here. But if he thought you were crazy, he would have been there to help you. Like, let me get you some help. Let me figure out, what you need. You wouldn't, unless you're looking for attention, you don't walk up and say that to somebody. And if you're not close and if you're a wuss, you walk away. Do you get it? If no, and no. Don't think so. What are you saying? I snapped at him and my grandma hella bad. She was like, I told you he don't care about you. Oh, man. I think he does. He doesn't know where it's going. He doesn't want the burden. He's paying attention to like, okay, this is Pentacles. Like, oh, man, they're going to cost a lot of money. Or, oh, geez, then I can't have my flippity-doo-dah life and do whatever I want. I think I remember you said he's got another child with somebody else. So he's like, oh man, I can't do all this. So, and then remember, I put it away already, but that burden card was our outcome. Yeah. I don't think he meant it. I think he just doesn't want to accept responsibility, which is another problem in itself. Grandma, you're right. Grandma needs to butt out because she's not helping. But I would say, I don't know her. Obviously, I'm not in her head. I would like to think she just, it's because she cares. But at the same time, if it's not helping, then she needs to stop. So, all right, friend. Oh, I hope it goes well. I'm so sorry you're dealing with that. All right. So, Jamie Lee, how are you, Jamie Lee? Jamie Lee has a question. Jamie Lee donated for 2. And then we've got, here, Jaded K, thank you so much, my friend. Here's our list right now of donations. As I mentioned to anybody who is new here today, these are free readings. However, donations do take priority. So if you want to guarantee a reading, you can donate. And I do select freebies in between donations or in the absence of donations. So keep that in mind. And I do try to end the show. I cut off things at about 1 o'clock, so in about 45 minutes. So there we go. So let's keep going so we can read as many as we can. I'm looking for your question, my dear. There it is. Thank you. It's like you read my mind. Hello, Jamie Lee. All right, number 1. May I know if Sam is interested in me romantically? He's my best friend for 9 years at ARALR. I don't know what that means. Oh, already. But he has been sending me mixed signals. Ooh. Okay, so he is your best friend. So we've got a little bit. I know. We're going to use the modern spellcasters. All right, so. All right. So is Sam interested in Jamie Lee romantically? Is Jamie Lee's best friend of 9 years interested in her romantically? Okay. Let's find out. Messy. Holy cow. Is that messy? Hiya. Good thing I don't work in Vegas, man. I'd be fired for sure. And what kind of tarot reader shuffles like that? That's what makes me me, guys. That's what makes me me. Look at that. I cut my hands all the time and I don't even know how. Like, I don't even remember hitting myself there. Oh, who knows? All right. So we've got our 7 of Swords. This is our primary energy for the entire spread, which means this is the strongest energy current coming through around the question. This is our Seven of Swords, and we do have to see what these are, but this tells me quite a bit. This shows me that, you know, you've been picking up mixed signals. Well, that's why. This makes sense. Why? The Seven of Swords is all about leaving something behind. I think and I got to see these, but I'm thinking that Sam is fearful that, you know what, if it crosses over into romance, then the friendship would end, and he's afraid to end that friendship, doesn't want to lose that friendship. I'm thinking that's what that means, but let's take a look. Let's take a look and see what else we've got. Yeah, he is interested. I'm telling you right now, what he's doing, sending you mixed signals, is because he's afraid that it might end the friendship, or alter it in a way that won't be, because you know how it is. I mean, obviously you don't get into a relationship thinking it's going to end probably. You know, you hope when you get into it, it's going to last. But, when you have a friend and you cross over into romance and then you cross back, a lot of times that's a little difficult. I mean, I don't know if you guys watch Seinfeld, but Elaine and Jerry were able to do that. But in most cases, it's very difficult. So that's just his fear. Whether or not that's warranted or not, that's his fear. We have our Ace of Pentacles. This is why I'm thinking he is interested. Our Ace of Pentacles is not Cups, which would have been Slam Dunkin', but it's about a new opportunity. Now, Pentacles represent our daily life, our physical world, and things like that. So something that's included in that is time, and arranging daily life, So, if you talked, I don't know, I'm going to make it up. If you talked every Tuesday and Thursday as friends twice a week or whatever, and now as a couple, though, it's expected, obviously daily. I don't know. I'm making that up, obviously. But there is a time and commitment issue that might come into play, and it looks like he is willing to, make that time. Here we have the Star. The Star is all about knowing that there's always enough. See, I think he feels that this would be fine. It would work out well. Just that little hanging residual doubt is where you're getting the mixed signals. I mean, for sure. And then here's the Fool. The Fool talks about a new beginning, a new opportunity. I mean, just walking out and stepping off that cliff like, yes, I'm looking up in the sun and let's do this. So I do think, that fear here with our 7 is saying, you know what, before you leap off that, he's thinking about it. There's where your mixed signals are coming. I mean, this is super clear. All right, let's see what our outcome energy is. This is the energy outcome of our cut card. Oh, it's the Sun. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's the Sun. So now, if you are interested in Sam, then this looks pretty good. Yes, I'm going to say yes, and yes. I think he is interested. The outcome being the Sun implies that, obviously we can guess being in the sun, right? It's sunny, it's happy. I mean, I don't know. She's spinning on a spinning wheel. I don't particularly want to do that, but who doesn't want to be in the sun, right? With sunflowers and everything, this little baby, everything's happening, right? So this is about optimism, hope, success. So I think this is why you're getting the mixed signals. This is it. Like, pretend it's lighting up right now. There's your danger, Will Robinson, danger. Anybody who's my age will know that reference. I am 51, so if you are close to my age, you would know the reference of Danger, Will Robinson. It's an old television show. All right, well, there was Jamie Lee's first question, but I see him as your friend only. Okay. Well, he's trying to hold back because he doesn't want to wreck that. Because he doesn't get the vibe from you, or he's not sure about that vibe. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, I see we have Cake Robinson. Thank you, Cake, for your donation. It's so good to see you, my friend. All right, Jamie Lee donated for 2 questions. So let's get Jamie Lee's second question. Oh, and look at that. You're like magic. It literally popped up as soon as I said that. Oh no, we've got our friend who's interested, and now we've got the real interest for you though is Kenneth. So the question is, will Kenneth ask me out for Christmas? Ooh, fa la 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 la. All right. And Jamie's saying, yeah, you take long to reply to him. He's afraid. He doesn't want to wreck it, man. He likes you, but he don't want to wreck it. All right, Kenneth, Christmas, what are we going to do with you? What are we going to do? We are going to use the Wizard's Tarot. That's what we're going to do. All right, Kenneth, what is your deal? Are you going to be asking Jamie Lee out for Christmas? What do you think? What do we think about this? All right, Kenneth, are you going to ask Jamie Lee out for Christmas? Okay. All right. Man, I shuffled terrible. There we go. It was a good shuffle. It's just a messy shuffle. I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay. This is our spread. I'm having a hard time holding on to these. Slippery little devils. All right. Oops. I want the outcome. Duh. All right. Leave it out. There we go. All right, Kenneth, what's going on? Energy card. Ooh, okay. We got our Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is literally the last card we had about your energy spread, energy card. I mean, for the last spread, obviously this is a different deck, but it is the same card. It is about leaving something behind. The set, we got to see what these are, so don't start reading into it too much at this point. But this is kind of about losing power, being a, leaving something behind. Sometimes it can indicate stealing things. Now obviously I'm not suggesting that Kevin is stealing from you, but let's see how it plays in. It made a lot of sense in the last one, and it could be picking up on your energy right now, or the energy's kind of swirling around you, that your friend Adam, I think it was, right, is that's primary and strong right now for you, for him, for all of that good stuff. All right. So yeah, we've got our Three of Pentacles. Now, I still feel like this is your friend. But let's see, we've got our Three of Pentacles. You're not in contact. That's why. Okay, Jamie Lee gave me some feedback. I'm sorry I keep bonking this. The thing I'm expecting today, remember I told you I'm expecting a delivery. It's the only reason I know it's Wednesday. I'm getting a new desk. I'm getting a new desk that isn't so wobbly and crappy. So, yeah. Okay, so Kenneth, yes. So not in contact. That's why. But here we've got our Three of Pentacles. This means a new beginning from past work. This is, kind of swirling around the energy that you built up before and having a new development based on it. So whatever happened to you guys, I'm not sure. Did you get in an argument? I mean, obviously, if you're not in contact, I would assume that might be the case, but I don't know. But whatever happened before that, whatever break or whatever happened, based on that, it looks like there is still room for more opportunity. But right now, Kenneth is holding back. And I would say this even if I didn't know you weren't in contact. Our Four of Pentacles is literally talking about that. It's about holding back. I mean, if I had to write something on here to remember what it means, I would write holding back. Or sometimes it means like greedy, like if it's about money or something. But in this case, it's about holding back. It's Pentacles, so that could be time, social media. I think of that all about as part of our daily life, our physical world, right? Following this, we have our Four of Wands. Our Four of Wands talks about a foundation that has been built. Think about a house. You got to pour the concrete on the slab or whatever. And then, then you start building the first level, and then you build the second story and blah, blah, blah. Well, the Four of Wands, imagine that. That's like that first level of concrete and those first bricks. It's starting. It's something foundationally strong. And here we go. We're not quite all the way yet. So I think that would have something to do maybe with your past work. That's your foundation that you start. But right now, he's holding back. So let's look at the outcome. We might need a throwdown, but let's look at the outcome first. This is our cut card. This is the outcome energy. Ready? Oh, yeah. Well, this is good because Six of Cups is all about that warm fuzzy based on kind of looking back in time. It's the nostalgia card. This is all about love because it is cups. It's about emotion. And again, it's nostalgic, looking back. So looking back on what? When you guys were talking, that was building this. So I do think something's coming. But is it in time for Christmas? I don't know. Let's do a throwdown because I don't get either way from that. I do see that something's percolating, so in a positive way. So let's see what's going on with that. We don't have any swords except for this is our swords where you're not in contact. Swords is communication, okay? So let's find out. We're going to do a throwdown. We want to know by Christmas, is Kenneth going to ask Jamie Lee? Go. Okay. That's looking like a no. That is the Eight of Swords. It's kind of about being kind of trapped and feeling, obviously we've got all this communication not happening. So yeah, I'm thinking that's a no. I'm thinking that's a no for Christmas. Let's do one more to clarify and find out for sure. It's the Emperor. The Emperor sitting firm. Okay, so I don't think by Christmas. We could see, we got some time, so we'll see what happens. Things could change. Everybody has free will, and we can, bonk the energy around. But the snapshot of our energy right now looks like not by Christmas, but I do see something percolating. Something is percolating, just like the coffee maker. You hear it brewing, and you can't wait for your cup of coffee. You smell it. You're standing there with your cup and your cream and sitting there going, come on. That's percolating. It is percolating. All right. Thank you so much, Jamie Lee. Ty happy. I said it right 2 times in one day. I'm so proud of myself. All right. So, let's see. Jaded Kate says, and yes, and Full House, and Mrs. Doubtfire, Home Alone, Family Ties, loved Family Ties. Urkel, I didn't watch very much because he annoyed me. Did I do that? That was his catchline, and that drove me insane. Oh, you're very welcome, Jamie Lee. All right, Ty, happy. I love reading update. So let us see. We're going to use the Everyday Witch. Everyday Witch. Now, oh, and I dropped one immediately as I started shuffling. So there you go. That's how I work. All right. So, and I did it again. My God. All right. Love boat. Barnard now. Ty happy needs a love reading, please. It's the love boat. You need some love info for Ty baby. All right. That was a good shuffle. It didn't start off well, but it ended well. So let's get going. There's our energy. This is our spread. Hey, I just thought of this. Did you guys see I posted a video, an inspirational video. It's all based on Abraham Hicks. I mean, you can hear her. It's Esther Hicks, and it's taken from one of her, I don't know if it's a workshop or what it was, but I went to one of their workshops once. It's awesome. But anyway, and I added, some inspiring video and stuff. It's only like 15 minutes. Go check it out if you want a little bit of a taste of what Abraham Hicks is about. There we go. So anyway, love reading. Ooh, okay. Something's walking on to something else. Let's see what's going on. Okay, something's changing. Something's changing, Ty happy. Something is changing. Okay, we've got our Ace of Cups. This is all about love and emotion because it is cups. This being the 8 is about kind of leaving something behind. And that doesn't mean leaving love behind. It's not like a breakup song card, but it is, it can be, but it's not always. It's sometimes about wanting more. I mean, look at all the cups are set up. We've got 8. And she's like, hey, man, I want some more. I want more in my life. Now, is that more with you? Is that more with whatever else is going on in the world. Not sure. We got to see this. But I'm going to tell you, because I already took a sneak peek here at these, and I'm going to say something's coming to you. So let's go. What have we got? We got our Page of Swords. Pages are always about new messages, new information. Because this is swords, it is communication. It is new thoughts and ideas. This particular page has a lot of new ideas. This is somebody who's just ready and wants to really participate and get in there. And, this could be, how you are. Usually the court cards represent a personality. Not always, but they sometimes, well, not sometimes, most often. And, a page can be a girl or a guy, but typically this has got a little more of a feminine energy running through it, as does the queen. But a queen or a page could still be a guy, and vice versa with the knights and the kings. Do you see? Kind of rambled that. But my point, this personality type, I need to see, because you've also got another court card. You've got your Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is part of a power couple. This queen is awesome. This could be how you're being viewed by somebody. This could be your internal kind of set point where, this is your default personality. This is somebody who has the ability to do things, create things, always seems to come out on top, can take on more and do it with a smile. This is somebody successful, right? So let's see what we've got. We got our Magician. If you're into the law of attraction, and go watch that video I put out. It's about money and wealth. Not love this time. I'll do one on love. But the one I just put out yesterday, Abraham Hicks, will talk all about manifesting money. And this is the law of attraction card. We manifest things. We do love. We do thoughts, ideas, communication. We do physical life, and we do growth and effort. We have all of those here. So this is about creating something new. I think what this is saying is you need to get back to feeling like this. I think you're not feeling like this right now. And the reason I say that is if you pair this with this, you're looking for more. You are looking for more. Whether that's to complete what you've got here or because you want something different, you are going to get it back. You're going to get your Queen of Wands back. That's what our magician, that's what our magician is saying, because this is new energy. This is a new seed. This is a new manifestation. Here's our page. This looks like somebody coming in. This looks like maybe somebody coming in and, really excited, really wanting to take things, start something, take things to a new direction, whatever that is. And I think with you, that's going to be kind of appealing because you are looking for more. And again, that creation is there, and this is where you want to get back. You might feel a little bit like you're maybe not feeling quite like yourself, or maybe you feel like something's missing. Yeah, it's coming. Something's missing, but something new starting. So let's see what our outcome is. Ready? Go. Ace of Cups. Oh, Ty, baby. Guess what you're getting as I choke on my gum. Guess what you're getting, Ty, baby? The outcome is the Ace of Cups, which is a brand new spark for love. This is taking something to a different level or something new altogether. This is all about starting in that fresh new feeling. This is the outcome. And guess what? My mind is blown. Holy crap, I love the tarot. So you got the screen today. Woo, Ty, baby. Something is brewing, and you got to get yourself back here. If you're feeling like something's off, that's why. You're not in alignment with your source, with your true, vibrational level of where you are, and whatever's going on in your life is not matching up. That you might be feeling that, and that discord comes through, Woo, Ty, baby, that was a good one. All right, you got Ann Kristen. All right, so yeah, I like it too. You've been feeling lacking. Ooh, and something's missing. That's it, Ty Happy. Ty Happy, Ty baby. Ha ha ha. I still said it. I said it on purpose, but I said it. All right. And Kristen, thank you so much, my dear. Will I earn more next year from my job, or will my income stay the same as now? Yeah, we need some more money. We're going to use the deviant moon. We're going to use the deviant moon. Jane J, yes, indeed, my dear. That is a big yes to you, my moderator. We have, Jane and I we made an arrangement offline, so I will stick around, Jane. You're right, Jaded Kate. The tarot works best if you ask specific questions. I know sometimes people like to be like, haha, I'm not going to tell you anything so we can see what you can see, you know. And I get that. I get that. But at the same time, when you are more general, then the reading's going to be general. And when you're more specific, you're going to get some more details that actually pertain to your question. You see? All right. So, is Ann Kristen going to earn more next year from her job, or are we looking at the same? We want to see a raise. We want to see lots of pentacles, and pentacles is going to be the money card. If we have an ace of pentacles in here, then I am going to fall off my chair, and then you get the mind blown screen for an hour straight, because holy crap, that will be good. I love the tarot, man. Okay, ready? Flip it. Woo, we got the Five of Cups. All right, so Five of Cups energy. This is kind of about, you know, crying about something that happened, kind of being disappointed. Look at these weird people. They're deviant moon people, so they're kind of creepy looking. But that must be this dude's mom, because he spilled them all, right? So this is kind of about being sort of disappointed and you know, because the mom's disappointed in the kid, you know. So I don't know that means you're going to be disappointed about money, though. Let's find out what these are, and then we'll be able to tie it in. Okay. Queen of Cups and the Lovers. Ooh la la. If this were a love question, we would have had 2 winners. I don't see any pentacles. That's what I was wanting. So there are no pentacles. However, let's see what we've got. We've got our 9 of wands. And guess what the 9 of wands is all about? Now, this is about somebody who's been working hard. She doesn't look too happy, or I guess it's a she. She's wearing a dress. Who knows? But anyway, she doesn't look too happy, but that was just the artist's, rendition of what's going on. What this talks about is, what this talks about is all about, you know, not giving up. This talks about being cautious and not giving up. I don't even know how else to say it. Here's our Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is awesome. She's got all those emotions. She's known as everybody's best friend and the best spouse, and, you know, really has her emotions together when it comes to other people. However, she does not have her emotions intact she has them intact, but she doesn't have them lined up well when she is disappointed or criticized in any way. Then we've got our Lovers card. Now, again, if that were, you know, a love question, that would clearly make sense. But this is talking about, you know, 2 things that are important: meshing well. I did not get a Pentacles, though, and that's where I want to get a clarifier, because I don't have a Pentacles. Right now, what this is looking like is a raise is not imminent. It's not like sitting there right now, but it talks about not giving up and not letting your emotions take over, because we have that blending, those 2, you know, things coming together. It doesn't have to be 2 people, which in a love question would clearly be 2 people, but this isn't love. So let's just get, I want to get an outcome first, and then we'll see if we need to clarify. I think I do want to throw down. Anyway, this is the cut card, outcome energy, go. High Priestess. Okay, so our High Priestess talks about, you know, there's not taking sides with things, because, you know, oftentimes the High Priestess talks about a lot of gossip and things like that. So you might be hearing things from people like, ooh, I'm getting a raise. And then you're sitting there going, well, what the hell, man? I didn't get my raise, you know, blah, blah, blah. This talks about rise above all those petty people who are talking, because it might not even be true. It might be a bunch of bullshit. So don't let other people's yappity-doo-dah get in your way and make you cry, like the Queen of Cups, other people saying stuff. You're not giving up. You're cautious. People, I get a raise and you didn't. And you're, but look at what's coming, right? So let's see. Whoops, I turned it the wrong way. So let's see. Is this about something coming in terms of money? Is money coming? Pentacles, please. Justice. Okay, well, what's fair is going to happen. What is fair? Now, you have to think, the company, as much as it sucks, when we're an employee, we're like, well, hey, man, you make a lot of money. We need to be making money too, and blah, blah, blah. But with COVID and all that BS, which we all are dealing with, unfortunately, there are a lot of budgets that are probably up in the air and in question and things like that. So that could be it. It doesn't mean it's not coming. It says be cautious. Don't be sitting there crying over spilled milk, meaning the first time you hear about it, it might be like, yes, I'm sorry, it's not in the budget right now. And then you walk away, right? No, don't give up. And then the Lovers, we've got some people, talking and maybe being petty and gossiping and stuff. This is saying don't. It will come, but it might not be coming right away. Yeah. I think it's going to be budgetary. I do. I think it's not, no pun intended. I think it's not in the cards immediately. And you might hear that at first saying like, nope, you can't do it. And then it might change. Like, okay, COVID's over now and we got a business loan or, whatever, something, Oh, good luck, my friend. Nothing worse than sitting there wanting and waiting for somebody else's decision, right? All right. Well, thank you so much. We have Light Soul up next. Light Soul, how are you? Is love close, or will I be alone like a loser for longer? Light Soul, you are not a loser. You do not talk about my friend that way. You are not a loser. And guess what? If you're alone, even for longer than you want to be, it's because the right person wasn't around and you're smart and you dodged a bullet and thank goodness you didn't have to deal with that crap, right? Or number two, the person that you are waiting for that you don't realize isn't ready yet. Everybody has their own journey, right? You want to meet this person when they're ready, right? You don't want to meet them before they've, kind of developed and all that. So that's my advice. So let's see what the cards say, though. We don't want to hear my advice. Ooh, let's use the manga tarot. Super cute. Uh-oh, and super dropped and super cute. All right, there we go. Now, Julie, I thought I saw you. I've been yakking, and I said to myself, my goal was maybe not to yak so much so I could do more, and I'm still yakking. But I have good things to say sometimes, and other times it's just kind of the way I am. So I like to talk. So let's see. Is love close for Light Soul? Or is Light Soul going to be on her own for a while? What's going on? Is this person ready? Is this person around yet? Let's find out. All right. These cards are little tiny ones because I chopped the borders off of it because that's kind of how I roll. So it's itty bitty and it's kind of weird to shuffle. I still stink at shuffling them, but a little bit easier. So they sit in my hand better. Okay. Let's see what we got. Light Soul. All right. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is your energy card. No way. No. Oh, man. Guess what I have to do? The Ace of Cups is all about new love coming in. New love. Whoa. Oh, yeah. You know it. My mind is blown. I love the tarot. Okay. So, yes, this is awesome energy. We have to see what these are before I, get so excited that I fall out of my chair. However, this is awesome. This is about a new opportunity, new love coming in. What? Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay. We got some stuff going on. Okay, so This is our energy card, which will kind of clarify each card. It is the strongest energy being pulled in. So a new opportunity for love is the strongest energy on its way to you, right? So we've got our King of Coins. Now, remember what I said about court cards. Court cards are typically representing a personality type. We've got our king and we've got a queen. We've got pentacles and we've got swords. So I am thinking, and that because this is what we're working with here, the King of Coins, that's probably whoever it is who's coming in. This type of person coming in, the King of Coins, it's Pentacles. So this is somebody who's very stable, very much a leader, very strong, self-sufficient. This is also somebody who is very successful, usually, financially. So we got money, money. This is also somebody who is very much a promoter of others. Like, hey, I'm super excited about Light Soul, or I'm super excited. I mean, whoever's in his life, he recognizes people who are needing help or doing well, or that are identified as important. That's good, because that means that you will have a place of importance in this person's life. Okay, so then we have our Wheel of Fortune. Now, this is talking about an upturn in fortunes, right? The wheel spins around and around and around. It takes, it goes around. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it repeats itself, but other times it's a whole new opportunity up around the bend, right? So this is talking kind of about an upturn in fortunes. This is talking about, taking a chance, things like that. So it looks like you're going to be like, you know what? Do I want this King of Coins person? You know what? I'm going to take a chance. Well, what have we got here? We got our Queen of Swords, and this is talking about you, my dear. You're going to have to pull some Queen of Swords energy out of your pocket, because the Queen of Swords tells me that you are going to need to be blunt and kind of tell it like it is. Not sure why. It's not telling me, you have to address this and address that. But it is saying that you're going to have to pull out that kind of firmness. You might have to kind of, maybe that could just be as simple as kind of talking about your expectations. Maybe, not that you're going to walk up to somebody with a clipboard and be like, this and this and this. Obviously you're not going to do that. But this is about standing firm. This is about not sacrificing your boundaries, not lowering your standards. I mean, it sounds like King of Coins. I mean, man, he's awesome. And you might be like, yeah, man, he is awesome. Not only is he great, he's got a lot of money. And you're like, yeah. But he's a promoter. So maybe he's got a lot of friends. And, I don't think you're going to be left out in the cold. That's not what I mean. But maybe, you say, you know what, there's times where you're going to have to say, rein it back in. Let's, whatever, something like that, where you're going to have to insert yourself into the situation. Doesn't mean it's bad. Or a bad outcome. Well, let's look at the outcome. But it just means you are going to have to pull up your pants and say, I got something to say, right? Okay, so here's our outcome card. The cut card is the outcome energy. Oh, yeah. We got the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is all about victory. It's the victory card. Guess what else it is? It's the recognition card. I always imagine a military person getting awarded like a star on their uniform. It's kind of like you are being recognized. Recognition. Holy crap. So yeah. So something is coming, Light Soul. Something is coming, and don't you dare call yourself a loser. Guess what? I was single for 12 years. In that 12 years, I did date, and I had like a year-long relationship with a couple people. So I wasn't completely alone the whole time, but I would say for, 80% of the time I was. And I was a single mom. I spent a lot of time with my kids and work and, Girl Scouts and doing all that crap. So some of it I was distracted, but once my kids were older and not needing me as much, I felt it. And what I did, what you shouldn't do, is start, not looking at your boundaries, not doing stuff like that, because I ended up getting married at 40 to somebody who I shouldn't have ever married. It was my midlife crisis marriage. I married this person for 6 months, and 3 months I asked for a divorce. It took 3 months. we were married for 6 total. I was married for 3, and then I asked for a divorce, and the divorce took 3 months. So there you go. So don't do what I did. And I didn't do it thinking about it like, oh yes, I know this is a bad idea. I'm going to have a hard time. I didn't think about it at the time, obviously. So don't do what I'm doing. Be the Queen of Swords. I'm happily married now to somebody else. So all worked out in the end. But yeah, that was pretty crappy. Pretty crappy. All right. All right. So Kate Robinson, you are up. You're a single mom with kids in school. Yes, yes. You and I are a lot alike. And I agree with you. It does feel like, man, what in the hell's going on? Why am I alone? I see all these other people, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you why. Because the person you are supposed to be with isn't ready yet. When I met my husband, my current husband, we knew each other seriously since we were 7 years old. I moved when I was 14, didn't see him for, I think it was 32 years, and we got together. Well, I love him with all my heart, but if we met 20 years ago, if we rekindled, maybe we both wouldn't have been ready for each other and it would have failed. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why. And it sucks because you can't see it, hear it, feel it. You don't have a piece of paper that says so-and-so is not ready. So it's hard to just trust in that, but you just have to trust. Trust. Oh, boy. Let's see. Kate Robinson. Thank you so much. You are welcome, Light Soul. You hang in there. Okay, Kate Robinson. Thank you. Thank you. Is Michael ready to commit to me? Ooh. All right, Michael, what is up with you? Let's use Anna K. Anna K. My first theme deck after the Rider-Waite. Well, I don't know if theme deck's the right word, but I used Rider-Waite for a bazillion years, and then I never branched off because I felt like, oh, you know, then I might not know what each card means. I was just doubting, and I really had no reason to. Whatever. But anyway, my first deck, when I finally leapt off like the fool, I got Anna K. This is my sweet spot. All right, Michael, are you ready to commit to Kate Robinson? Are you ready to commit? Are you ready to commit? Okay. All right. What are you saying? You're sorry? Sorry for changing questions. No problem, because I didn't even know. I didn't even see the first one, so I didn't even know it changed. How you like that? Okay. So, we're wanting to know about Michael. Michael, which is ironically the name of my husband, and the name of my son, although my son's father is not my current husband. He's my first husband. Blah, blah. I'll stop talking, guys. All right, Page of Cups. Okay, so we've got Page of Cups energy for the spread. This is Cups, so this is love and emotion, which is awesome because of the question. This is pages are always about new things happening, new messages, new information. But this particular page is somebody who kind of likes to go with the flow, likes to kind of sit back and see what's going on, not usually someone to make the first move, not to say that they won't, but just not typically the first person to do that, likes to stand back, and observe. So let's see how that ties in, because we're looking for commitment. We are looking for a commitment. All right, something's changing. Yes, something is changing. We have our tower here. And because this is the clarifier for that and the overarching energy, I'm thinking that the standing back is going to change. So we got the tower. You got to put those together. Standing back, changing, not going to change, or going to change, not going to stand back. But what have we got here? We have our Five of Swords. Now, the artist for this deck, I don't know why they made it look super scary like that. But the Five of Swords talks about, not being kind of overconfident, rushing in too soon. You put this with this, and that would make sense. Why is Michael maybe holding back? Not wanting to rush in too soon. Maybe, I'm looking at you. I like you. I love you. I have feelings for you. From afar, but not wanting to rush in too soon. Now, rush in because, I don't know, maybe he's afraid that it won't work. Maybe he's afraid you'll reject. you know, things like that. So that could be it. We've got our 8 of Rods, which is the 8 of Wands. Wands is about effort and growth. And look at this girl. She's getting the message. Look at that. And look at him. He looks like he's a knight or something, right? Like, ooh la la. He's handing her a message. So I think it's coming slowly, but I do think it's coming. We've got our change right here. I think this is where, you know what? There's been a little bit of holding back. It's a fear, I mean, of one not wanting to rush in too soon, maybe not trusting his feelings, maybe not trusting your feelings, maybe not knowing, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah. So let's see what our outcome is. Is Michael ready to commit to Kate? Outcome. Pacha. King of Swords. Okay, this is somebody who commits, but this is somebody who kind of pulls back the emotions. This king, he can strategize. He's ready to rush in. Look at him. He's wearing armor and everything like that. So here's our change, right? This is our outcome. So we changed from a page. We've moved down the line. We don't want to rush in fast. We have some kind of message coming in pretty quickly. Something's good. This is talking about brace for change. Here's the big change. Change to what? Now we're the king. So we want to say, you know, with our king, we want to say, yes, we're ready to move. I'm going to plan this. This sounds like somebody who's a little bit more of a controlling kind of person, quite different from where it started. You know, it started like, hey, man, I'm just going to hang back. But once he makes that decision coming up, then I think you might find that Michael kind of wants to be in charge and controlling, not always in a bad way. That doesn't necessarily mean bad. However, be watchful because this is somebody who doesn't share their emotions. So you might be feeling like, you know what? I might not, you know, always be able to read this person, you know? Ooh, cake. Oh, that one was really clear. Here comes the change. Boom. Boom. All right. So, Kate, thank you so much. All right. I am going to be shutting down donations. We already have several in the queue, I believe. Well, let me see what we've got. I think we have Julie. I did see you, Julie. Let me check. We do have Julie. Julie, how are you? Thank you so much, honey. We've got Caramel Apple. Oh, I love your name. That reminds me of fall. I love fall, but it's so short. We got Jaded Kate. Thank you, my dear. And we also have Kim Wilba. How are you, Kim? How you doing? And thank you, Wilba. All right. Queen of Swords, Libra, Light Soul said. I didn't see that earlier. I just saw it now. So I don't know if she's still here. All right. So let's get to Julie's question. I think I saw it. Julie, woo. Mike told me he has a small gift for Christmas. I don't know what it is yet. Anyway, does this gift mean anything to Mike, or is it just him being polite? Oh, Julie, I'm going to tell you right now, if he wasn't interested in keeping things going with you, he would not have done this to be just nice. Because think about it. If you're not interested in being with somebody, or you don't want them to be getting the wrong impression, you wouldn't be doing that. You would not. So I'm thinking, that's from me, not the cards, but let's find out. Is this just him being polite? We're going to use the Zombie Tarot. The Zombie Tarot is awesome. I love zombies. I mean, if it were real life and there were zombies, obviously not. But in my imagination, I am, out there like kicking ass. In real life, I'd be like dead in like 5 seconds. Okay. So what's going on, Mike? What about this gift? What does this mean to you, Mike? The gift for Julie. Gift for Julie. Okay. And I just realized I forgot to put up my other banner. So I'm writing this down. We have obviously some lists or some readings in the queue. So don't worry. I will, of course, do those, but I want everybody who might be coming in late to see that so they're not disappointed. Yes, Julie, you the little baby Yoda blanket, right? Oh my God, I remembered something. Are you kidding me? I got to write it on the calendar. I have such a hard time sometimes, but I've been practicing law of attraction and saying I have a wonderful memory. I have a good memory. I'm improving all the time. So maybe it's working. I remembered. All right, Mike, what about this gift? What's going on? Okay. So let's find out. First, let's look at the energy. Queen of Swords, Julie. I think what you're doing is inspiring that reaction. You know, you're like a magnet pulling it in because you have put that Queen of Swords energy out there. I know you might not have had the Queen of Swords conversation yet, but you've definitely kind of said, you know, by the fact that you didn't contact him first these other times and you gave him, you know, this is drawing him to you. It's like a, you know, and that doesn't mean, oh yeah, I'm going to be a jerk and that's going to make everything better. No, not at all. But it's about like, you know, saying, hey man, I'm confident and I know what I want and I'm not going to be afraid. I mean, if you're going to screw around and not give me what I want, I'm out of here. You know, that kind of a vibe, you know? Oh, Julie. All right, awesome. So let's see what we got here. Does this gift mean anything? Does it mean anything? Okay, we start off with the 5 of Hazards. Okay, I think it does mean something and he's not sure if it's going to mean something to you. We've got our 5 of Hazards, which is our 5 of Pentacles. This is kind of about, friends stick together always. Can you see this? I mean, she's like, I don't know what she's doing, digging in the trash can or something like that. Everything's kind of going to hell, but she's still strong and all that. Normally, she's got a friend with her, and that just shows you like friends stick together. Why this artist didn't put the friend, I don't know, but that's what it means. So, friend, this is about people sticking together. And when I say friends, I don't mean that means he sees you as a friend. It could be partners, lovers, friends, family, you know, all that stuff. So people sticking together and, yeah, he's trying to make sure to keep you together because he does. And you know how I also know that? Because look at what's heading right into it. It's the Ace of Wands. This is an opportunity to grow. He's trying to progress your relationship. Now, even if that means baby steps, like I want to solidify our connection. You know, maybe it's not, oh, yes, I'm willing to discuss the communication issues or, hey, blah, blah, blah. You know, maybe not as dramatic's not the right word, but firm, but baby steps even. He's trying to grow this with you. It does matter. And it doesn't mean, you know, hey man, this gift might just be something useful that you would like. My sister was dating this guy, and we're in America, and this guy was from Italy and he had moved here, and wonderful guy, cool culture, accent, awesome. For Christmas, and he gave her an iron. And now maybe, and I don't mean to laugh, maybe in Italy that would be a very nicely received gift. But they were a couple at this point. They'd been exclusive for a while, and this was their first Christmas, and and she was like, "Why are my clothes wrinkled?" I mean, you don't give a functional gift on your first Christmas together as a couple. Anyway, it's kind of funny, and we thought, yeah, man, maybe in Italy that would be a good idea. I don't know. Funny though. Anyway, we've got our 7 of Wands right after that. The 7 of Wands talks about standing his ground on ideas. I think Mike is still moving slowly. I think we've got an opportunity to move forward and grow, but I still think he reserves, he moves slowly. And this isn't Pentacles, but it reminds me of a Pentacles situation. Wanting to kind of open that door to make things a little bit more solid. And again, it's all because of the vibe. If Mike gives you an iron, then I'm sorry that I laughed. I just think it's funny because a functional gift, hey man, I'm 51. I would love it. Give me an iron. Okay. But obviously I've been with my husband, for 6 years and we've married for 3. I mean, I wouldn't think of that as a bad gift, but it was funny because it was they've been dating for 5 months or 6 months, and it's their first holiday and they get an iron. All right. Oh, what am I doing? we got to do outcome energy, and I was yakking. Okay, so outcome energy is our cut card. What is he going to think about the gift? This gift to, oh, yes, his gift to you. This is about hope and optimism. No, it means something to him. Now, I'm not saying he's going to give you a locket with his picture in it, and, or yeah, it might be, who knows. But either way, even if it is something functional like an iron, while it would be funny, I still think he believes this gift is meaningful. I think he's being drawn in by this energy that you're putting out there. And I think there is success and optimism and hopefulness. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, Julie, progress. I think it's baby steps because he's the page. He's baby steps. He just needs to graduate and never get the page and always be the knight. That's what we want, right? That's what we want. Woohoo! All right. Jaded Kate says, I give him a good bottle of wine or a ham or a Bilotti mocha pot. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, Italy, I don't know what she gave him. I'm sure she was very thoughtful, and, respectful of his culture and, like that would be a cool thing to do. Maybe he looked at, okay, what's American culture? I don't know, an appliance. I don't know. Maybe Americans, that's what you think of, you got cool stuff for Italy, wine and all these cool things. I don't know what is America known for? French fries, cheeseburgers, I don't know. Who knows? Hollywood. Who knows? All right. Caramel apple. Yes, Julie. Being in the Queen of Sword energy is helpful. Like, even though you haven't had that conversation yet, who knows? Maybe this is all you need to do. Yes, whatever he got you, yes. And if it's an iron, you and I can giggle, snort about it, but I'm sure it was meaningful to him. Oh, boy. All right. I hope he doesn't give me food. I want something. Yeah, because after it's gone, I mean, what are you going to do? That was, a burp. I mean, what do you get? Caramel apple, my friend. Oh, you read my mind. Look at you. Thank you so much. And I love your name. It makes me think of fall. I am in the U.S. in Illinois and in the Midwest, and we have fall and spring, but fall is not very long. And it seems like it used to be longer. Who knows? Maybe because I was a kid, but certainly did not seem that short in the past. Plus, my birthday's in October, so of course I love fall. All right. Mikkel and I are planning to move in together. Will we be successful? Ooh, well, congratulations. How exciting. A whole new chapter for you. All right. So we're going to use the Deviant Moon. I love this. This deck I feel like it's a Pentacles deck for some reason. I don't know why. So, home, health, money, career, all those great things. I love this deck for that. So let's see what we've got. We want to see some success cards. We want to see success. Okay. Oops. We'll see. I would love to see the 10 of Pentacles or the 10 of Cups. That would be awesome. Okay. Caramel apple and Mikkel. Will this move be successful? Caramel apple, it's longer in Tennessee. Darn it, I will move to Tennessee then. No, but here in Illinois, it's probably longer than I feel like it is, but it just feels like, oh, all the beautiful colors on the tree. And then you walk out the next day and they're all like half bare. And then the day after that, they're completely bare. So it's like, you got beautiful for like, I don't know, a week. Yes. And winter sucks it. So I don't want winter. Don't like summer much. Ooh, all right. This is awesome, Caramel Apple. You got the world as your energy. Okay. So the energy for the spread is the world. Now, obviously, just by the name, I'm sure you can kind of see, what it would mean. I mean, the world. You have the world. This is awesome. This is a card that is very good for long distance relationships. Long term and long distance. But my point for you is long term. This is a great card for long term. This means like wishes fulfilled. This is the wishes fulfilled card. Has everything. I mean, obviously she's a Deviant Moon weird fish lady, but she's holding two wands. You know what the wands stand for? As is above, so is below. That's what the wands stand for in this, not the suit of wands, these wands that she's holding. So this is about long-term relationships, and anything is possible. This is great. This is great. So let's see what else we've got. Okay. Woo, we got 2 queens. Okay. So the Chariot. The Chariot is talking about things moving. This is talking about change and moving forward. Both of these cards can indicate travel sometimes, and we did get 2 of them. So that's why I'm going to point it out. I don't know if you have any travel plans in the mix or not. And if not, just disregard that part. But that does stand for travel, both of these. Since we got double, I thought I'd mention it. Anyway, so the Chariot, it sometimes can be about travel. But a lot of times it's all about moving forward and clearing all that clutter from life, like saying, I'm on a fresh start. Let's, and obviously moving, you're going to discover how much crap you probably have. That's how it is with me. Every time I moved, I'm like, how in the hell do I have all this crap? So you clear the clutter that way, right? So here we've got our Queen of Cups. Now this is something, and I think this is talking about you. You are going to need to kind of watch in order to keep the peace, to keep the world. That's what we want, right? There is, you might, it's a new situation. Obviously, you've been together long enough that you want to move in together. So I assume, obviously, you've got, enough things in your relationship. You're comfortable with each other and all those good things. But moving in together is a whole nother level. And it might lend itself to new quirks and new irritating things that you didn't realize and stuff like that. Or, when you were not living together, perhaps when you spent time together, it was like the attention was more on you and the 2 of you together and what focused on what you were doing. When you live together, some of that humdrum, like, hey man, it's Sunday morning, I'm going to sit here and play fishdom on my phone for 2 hours, and you're like, hey. The Queen of Cups talks about, hey, she gets a little sad about things. She also doesn't like to be criticized. So perhaps something really like innocent, like, oh no, I don't want that picture up. I don't like it. You might get upset, and you don't really need to compromise. The Queen of Swords is what tells me that you could flip the script. You're going to be maybe easily upset. And then you're the Queen of Swords who's easily like, hey man, I'm doing it this way. So you might have the tendency to be kind of like both sides and kind of flip the switch, which either way is not as productive as it should be. The Queen of Cups is known as the best friend and the best spouse. So I think things are going well. I think you might have a little bit of an adjustment period. This talks to me about, kind of setting boundaries. There might be things that are upsetting you that once you set some boundaries, problem solved. Maybe you just didn't know. We can't assume people know everything, even when we're like, well, duh, you should have known, but it doesn't matter. We can't assume people know. And if we're hinters, if we're just hinting, like being real passive aggressive, like, oh, so, blah, blah, blah. And then we're mad that they didn't get the hint and do what we wanted. No, be direct. It also is kind of a bit of advice, watch so that you might have the tendency to be kind of feeling annoyed. And it might be because of those growing pains of figuring it out how it goes. Do you see? So this guy is twofold, or this girl, I should say. Woo! So let's see. We want a firm, though. We wanted something firm. Is this going to be successful? This kind of gives advice about what to do. This implies yes. But let's get an outcome card and let's really see what we can get. Okay, ready? Go. Oh, yay! Yay! Yes, it's going to be successful. This is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is an opportunity for new love. This is taking your relationship to another level. It is new. It is an ace. So this is going to be like, obviously, loving each other, not living together. When you're living together, that's a whole nother kind of side to each other, so you get the full picture. Even as well as you might know this person, ahead of time, you're going to be learning a lot more about each other. So yeah, ooh, that looks good, caramel apple. It does. This looking mighty good. All right. And you're emotional and bossy. That's it. That's it. Those were the queens. That's you, my dear. That is you. That is you. But it looks like we're going to have great success with that. Great success. Yes. Thank you, Caramel Apple. Alrighty, Jaded Kate. Oh, you're welcome, Caramel Apple. Thank you for letting me read for you, and thanks for the donation. Jaded Kate. Yes, I love fall. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And they say your birth month season is your favorite. I didn't real. You are in a town that's known for pumpkins. Oh man, what state are you in? I'm jealous. Illinois, we got corn everywhere. Corn, 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 and more corn. More corn. When you go to McDonald's here, and not everyone, but some of the McDonald's, they have wallpaper on this walls of corn. You can't escape it. You drive it, you see it. You've got it for sale on the side of the road. You got it on the wallpaper at McDonald's. Man, have we got corn. Okay, Jaded Kate. I wanted to know more of my twin flame. Apparently, he already knows me. Any information would be welcome. Woo! Let's use the secret tarots. Ooh, seems kind of like a secret. All right. So we're looking at Jaded Kate's twin flame. The twin flame for Jaded Kate. Any information? Any information? Oh, you're in Belgium, Jaded Kate. Why did I think you were in America? I thought you had said something once. I must be mixing it up, or who knows with my brain. I don't know why. I thought you were in America. Here in the U.S., Illinois is in the middle of the country. I'm in the state of Illinois, about the middle of the state, in the middle of the country. So there you go. Middle, full of corn, corn, corn. All right, information about Jaded Kate's twin flame, please. Okay, so we're going to do our energy card. Anything we can find out about Jaded Kate's twin flame. All right. Okay. Ooh, we got the Queen of Cups. Oh, okay. So we got to see what these are. Obviously, we need to pull it in. But our Queen of Cups talks about somebody who is kind of everybody's best friend, right? Well, not everybody's, but she would be everybody's ideal best friend. That's what a better way to say it is. She's also the best spouse. So I got to see what these are, but this tells me that maybe this is going to start off as a friend. Do you have any friends? Do you have any friends around you who might be like, hey, baby, are you thinking about anybody? Or is there somebody now that you're reflecting? It would be like, hey, maybe. Let's see. We don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what these are. Okay. So. All right. So I do think you have a friend. I think it's a friend. It's a friend. The reason I say that, again, our Queen of Cups is going to cover up everything. She is not everybody's. She's known as the best friend. She is also full of love. She's cups. She gets a little, moody. She doesn't like to be criticized and stuff like that. So she didn't take that well, but she loves helping people. This is stuff like that. So this is the energy. So we've got that friend component coming in, right? Here we've got our Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is all about victory. This is our victory card. This is also about recognition. This is about saying, you know what, I'm pinpointing you and you're the one I want. So I'm thinking somebody might already be, in the groove here with you, wanting you, and you just don't realize it. So I think it's already developed to that point. Do you have a friend? Think about it. Do you? I'm wondering. Yeah. Anyway, we've got our Three of Cups right after that. We've got Cups. Cups is great because Cups is all about, the three is all about celebrating kind of like a new endeavor of the heart. It's like, I'm going to start over. And look at this. They're all in there like celebrating. This is like typically it kind of represents a social thing too. So any kind of groups you might be in, it could be friends that a friend of a friend, that kind of a thing. It could involve anybody you're in a group with. I mean, it could be I don't know, do you have a group of people you go to lunch with, people that you work with, people that you know from a club, things like that, or maybe your best friend's brother, who knows, but something like that. Because the reason I say that is we have our Four of Swords right after that. And this is all about looking at things differently and trying to make a new approach. Like, all right, now that I realize, we've got some victory here with Mr. whoever this person, or Ms. He. So Mr. Yeah, we're moving along, and we used to be just friends. And now I got to figure out, like, okay, well, how's this going to work? How are we going to do this? What does that mean? So it sounds like this is somebody that's a friend of yours already, or somebody that that you do stuff with in kind of a group type of thing. Is there somebody like that who you really feel like you're on the same page? You feel like you mesh, maybe just as friends, or just as people, like in a group, like maybe you're not even besties, or, it's not, you don't have to be best friends, but it's like somebody you're like, yeah, man, I really groove with him. Or it's great when he comes out for drinks to us because we always laugh, or, stuff like that. What is this? My coworkers are my drinking group and my WhatsApp. That's it. That's it. Now, if it were pentacles, then I'd be like, for sure, it's somebody you work with, but I don't have any pentacles. But that would be what I'm thinking this is leaning toward. Let's see what the outcome is. Let's see. All right, ready? Cut card. Boom. All right, this is about moving on. This is a death of an idea. Now, obviously, that looks awful. Who would want to be standing there with all the swords and whatever else? But what the Ten of Swords indicates is kind of about not repeating past mistakes. We don't want to do that, obviously. Maybe, have you been in a relationship with somebody in the past who might have been a friend that you tried to get together with, didn't work out? Could be you've got some current stuff going on. I know that. Maybe that's some things. Maybe death of that. Could be that. Death of that idea. Swords are the suit of thoughts and ideas, communication and truth. So, you know what? It's something, maybe there's some truth coming out that's going to end something that you are just going to decide, you know what? That's it. I'm done. That's it. The 10 is the end of the suit. It starts off with ace and it ends in the 10. And then, of course, we have our court card. Yeah. So let's do a throwdown and just see, is this somebody that Jaded Kate already knows? It sounds like it, and we've gotten some other tidbits. Yes, it is. You got the Ace of Cups. That's a brand new, oh, yes. It's the, I can't even talk. I'm so excited. The Ace of Cups, somebody you know. Is this somebody from work? King of Swords. This is probably somebody that is someone of an authority. This is somebody, now I don't have pentacles, so I can't say for sure it's work, but it could be a boss. It could be a manager. It could be the leader of your team, like the team lead. It could be them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you work, but somebody in authority. That's what our King of Swords is all about. He's also somebody who kind of pulls back emotion. He's a little hard to read, and that's because he's trying to be in a position of authority. Ooh, does that make sense? Can you think of it? Can you think of it? Yes, the 10 is the end of the suit, except for the court cards, of course. It goes ace to 10. Those are called the pips. Those are the pips and the court cards. The pips and the court cards all make up the minors, the minor arcana. The majors are very different and obviously not included in regular playing cards, which is what most people are familiar with. Okay, well, I hope that helped, Jaded K. That's pretty exciting. Kem Wilba. Drinking buddy. All right. So let me find Kem Wilba's question. And Kem, if you hear me, just please go ahead and pop it down there at the bottom, because sometimes I can't find it. I'm looking for your name. Dun, 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 dun. If not, go ahead and start writing it, Kem. I see you doing that, so I see you talking. And there's you talking again. Ah, you comment. I don't see it, hon. So, Kim, I am looking for your question. So please type it again. I don't think you typed it, or either that or I can't find it. So yeah, so Kim. Okay, guys, so you got to check out that video. If for nothing else, I want to see what you think of Abraham Hicks. It's 15 minutes. If you don't want to listen, go to the middle somewhere and just listen to a second or two and just see if you can get the idea of the law of attraction. Is awesome. I love Abraham Hicks. This one is about money. I put it up yesterday, so it's on there. And it's all about manifesting wealth and abundance. And it's really awesome. I love Abraham Hicks, so check it out. And along with that, money and the law of attraction. This is learning how to attract wealth, health, and happiness. And again, it's by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I do not work for them. I don't get anything from them by talking about it. I literally am just sharing that with you because I do personally like it. I do have a link in my description if you are interested in looking at it. If you decide to purchase, I do get a small commission from Amazon. So full disclosure there. But you know what? You can get a lot from YouTube, video-wise and audio stuff. So check it out. I really, really recommend it if you're interested. All right, Kim, thank you so much for reposting. What will my 2021 be like? Ooh, and I did a pick a card the other day. What's coming in 2021? If you want to check that one out too. Let me see. Ooh, let's use the Mystic Dreamer. All right, Kim. Now this is going to be my last reading for today. Jane J. And I have an arrangement offline. So Jane J, please stick around. And otherwise, this will be my last, and then Jane J, of course. All right, so 2021 for Kim Wilba. 2021 for Kim Wilba. Okay, 2021. God, can you believe it? 2021? I can't, man. I remember like when I was turning 21 in the US, 21 is the legal drinking age. So in all the stores you go into, it'll usually have a sign that says, if your birthday is on or before this date, blah, blah, blah. So you go to the store and I would see it. And I was born in 1969. So I remember it was saying, 68, and I couldn't wait till 69. Then I got there, 69. And now I go in and it's like, I don't know, 99 or something. And I'm like, oh my God, am I getting old? Okay, my 2021 for Kim. Ooh, okay. So we've got the 10 of Wands. Have you been working on something? Have you been working on something? This card is the card of burden. It's about carrying things. It's about carrying them, and it's hard. There's a lot, but the point here with this card is that you're doing it. It's not like, oh, I'm falling and I'm buried in all these wands because I'm burdened. No, it's like, hey, man, I got a lot to carry, but I'm doing it. It's often the burden of success, too. So it looks like something you might have been working on this year, and it might be something personal. This is the Wands. So this is the suit of growth and effort. Growth and effort could apply to a lot of things. Sometimes those are about our own personal journey and our own personal growth. So, the success is coming. So that's good. So that's our energy. Oh, hey, Joe Beth, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you. I'm hoping you're doing well. I'm doing great, thanks. Except for my kitty got out on Sunday and I almost lost my mind, literally. And I had to take Monday off because I was a mess. Okay, so 10 of Wands is our energy. So this is talking about the burden of success. It comes sometimes about lightening of a load. So you're going to be feeling pretty good. We've got our 7 of Wands. Notice it's also Wands. Wands is growth and effort. Have you been making some attempts to do some personal growth? Are you trying? Now, it's not Pentacles, so it's not like for slam dunk career, but it could be, you know, that you're working toward something that's more satisfying in your life. You know, if it were Pentacles, I'd say school and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, something that you're looking for more satisfaction in your life, or are you trying to maybe grow in your relationship? If it were Cups, it would be slam dunk. But if you notice, growth and effort can apply to all those things just as easily. Do you see? All right, so we've got our, oh, I didn't even tell you what it means. This is our Seven of Wands. This is all about kind of standing your ground, you know, not letting other people challenge you, and ready to sit there and hold your own. I mean, look at her. She's like, oh yeah, man, bring it, because I'm standing here and you're not going to mess with me. So that's something cool. Now we've got our High Priestess. This High Priestess talks about mystery, intuition, and kind of going by your gut. It also talks kind of about rising above, maybe, we talked about it earlier. I don't know if you heard that, but gossip, pettiness, you know, that kind of stuff. Rising above and not letting those things get in your way. Oops, I'm bonking my stuff here. Not letting that kind of stuff get in the way or affect your decisions and things like that. Now, let me check here. The chat. On your singing career, what? All right, so right there, the gossip or pettiness. I don't know what you might be dealing with in the industry, you know, with singing, but you know, perhaps you've got some other competition, or you've got some other BS kind of crap that goes along, drama, you know, who knows? But you know, I'm not sure what might go into that, but you know, that might be it. This is the rise above it card. There you go. Rise above any BS. Okay. Now here we've got our Two of Wands on the end. This is a thinking card. The Two of Wands is about kind of struggling between choices. It's kind of like thinking an internal struggle, like, all right, man, what do I want to do? What's going to help me grow? Something here, you've been burdened, you know, not in a bad way, but it's been a lot of work. And, you know, here comes some success. You're standing your own ground. Maybe you've got competition. Maybe you got to prove yourself. Maybe you know, maybe you just feel like got to protect yourself. Who knows? Maybe, I don't know. The High Priestess is saying, you know what? Go on by your gut. Go by your gut. Listen to your instincts and rise above it, man. You don't need any BS. You don't need to fall prey to drama. You worked hard to get where you're going, right? And then it looks like something is coming. Now, remember, our Ten of Wands talks about the success, you know, having the burden of success, you know, saying, okay, now I made it. Maybe you're getting offers. Maybe you're getting new opportunities. Maybe you're getting new projects. Maybe you have different studios to decide between. And whatever way you're going, though, you're having to decide between them because you want to be able to continue to grow. Does that make sense? So, yeah. Let me see what you're saying here. You've done a lot of personal growth. Hot damn. There you go, honey. That's it. And your singing career too. You got to protect yourself, and that is true. I mean, that doesn't mean you got to walk around like this lady, like with swords or wands in your hand, you know, of course. But you know, we got to stand up for what we've done and protect ourselves. We have to have boundaries, and not only do we have to set boundaries, we have to adhere to those boundaries ourselves. We have to enforce those boundaries. All right, let's look at the cut card. We need to sum up. Something's coming. What is it? Boom. Two of Cups. Okay. Two of Cups. Now, if this, you know, it could be about love. It could be love coming in. Cups are obviously the suit of love and emotions. And it is the two. It is the partnership. It is the joining together. Now, one other thing, though, Cups, you know, is obviously love. It also indicates things that are near and dear to your heart coming together. Now, obviously, I'm thinking, now, I'm not a singer. I haven't, you know, put my heart and soul into something, you know, that is a creative thing like that. Actually, I am an artist. I do paintings, but that's beside the point. I am not in it at the level you are. You've committed to this. You've been working and striving and doing these things. And obviously you want the harmony. You want something to come together. Now, when we put out a creative endeavor that is very personal to ourselves, we are also feeling very vulnerable. Maybe we're taking things personally because it is vulnerable, because of the nature of what it is. That's normal. But we also have to remember, you know what? Protect yourself, set your boundaries, but you know, that progress is still to be had. You don't want to get in your own way of the progress just because you're trying to protect yourself. Does that make sense? I don't think I said that right, but I don't know. Do you see where I'm going? Okay, so the outcome is our Two of Cups, which is the joining together of two things in harmony, the stringing together. Now, again, if you're looking for love, maybe it's love. Let's just see. I don't think so. I think that's your career. Let's just put it down and let's just do a clarifier. This is your, I think it's your singing coming together. And we got a 2 and a 2. I think it is, but it could be love. Let's just see. Is this the singing career? Please let us know. Clarify. The world. It sure as hell is. It sure as hell is. This is your lucky break. This is your lucky break. 2021 is your year, it looks like. Oh my goodness, Kim. Ooh, that looks so good. I'm excited for you. Ooh, I want to see what happens. Ooh, keep up the good work. Looks like it's going to pay off. All right, my friends, thank you so much for all of the donations and all of your questions. Thank you, most importantly, for being a viewer of my show. I really appreciate you being here. You bring such good energy. You know what? It's not just the tarot cards. It's not just the reader. It is the audience, too. We are all contributing our energy to this show. And our moment here, our time here together is very strong. And you add so much to make this a very useful and fortifying, you know, energetically, really kind of that injection of positivity that I need every day from you guys. All right. Thank you so much, guys. You are welcome to stick around. Jane has a reading booked for me for this one right now. So I am going to read Jane's, but this is my last question. If you'd like to hang out, I would enjoy it. Before you head out, though, if you are leaving, I want to remind you all my public service announcement. Please be careful. My dad got COVID and he stays home and doesn't go anywhere, and he got it. And it's just so scary. Please be careful out there. And lastly, I got Jane's question up there so you can't see it all. Don't forget, and I put this in my description and in my comments, I do my private readings on Fiverr starting at $5. So if you want a personalized reading, check it out, okay? Don't forget. Now, let's get back. Jane. So I'm hoping to have my new desk put together so the wobble will be a thing of the past. I'm hoping. Needless to say, though, that's not what we're talking about. Wait a minute. I didn't put my cool thing on there. Hey. There it is. There I am in my coffee cup. Okay. 2 days ago, I called my love N, the Aries, and we talked about something. Then he rejected my phone call texted that I will call you tomorrow, but did not. I cried a lot, but understood that he doesn't love me. Oh, honey, I think, you know, obviously I can understand why that was upsetting, but at the same time, you know what? It doesn't have to be doom every time, you know? You don't have to think about it that way, because look at all these other times that you were like, oh no, it's over. And then he was back, right? I know, honey. I know how it feels, though. I know. So let's take a look. We're going to use the, what is this? The Arcanum Tarot. And I'm going to put up my other banner just because I want to make sure that nobody's confused or feeling like, hey, man, what's going on? This is my last reading for today. All right. So, Modern Arcanum. Oh, you wrote more? I didn't see it. Jane is saying she wrote more that I didn't see. Oh, I didn't see all these things. I'm sorry. That he doesn't love me and want me in his life. Maybe as another love, girl or woman in his life. I don't know. Will he reach out to me or call me this week or not? What are his feelings and thoughts? Oh, okay. I'm glad you said that because I didn't see that. Thanks, Jane. Yeah, nobody ever be offended, please. And just, I only check the chat in between readings or sometimes when I'm looking for feedback, you know. For the most part, I don't. But so again, it's not personal. I hope you understand. I'm really focused on the cards. And When I get in the groove, I'm in the groove. Okay. So what's going on, Anne? Are you going to reach out and call J&J this week? What are your feelings? What's going on? You didn't respond. You didn't call. Why? And okay. Okay. Let's find out, Jane. Okay. 6 of Cups. Oh, honey, this is the warm fuzzy. This is the warm fuzzy card. This is about, having memories of things going well. Having, and when I say memories, it doesn't have to be, oh, I remember when I was 10 and I had a great time with that lollipop. No, this can be, you and Ann had some past experiences that were positive and happy. This is Cups. This is love and emotion. So there's something based off of your past connection that is still pulling in pretty strong. And it's the warm fuzzy card. It means everything is, that love feeling is still there. Let me see. I think maybe he says with his behaviors to me, walk away from my life. He doesn't want me or love me. I deleted him from my contact after all. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. Let's see if we can make some sense. Does he want you? Okay, so I do think there might be somebody else in the picture. However, don't panic. I think somebody else might be in there. It could just be something that is, a brand new meeting, and it might not even be like, oh, we're together. Oh, we want to be together. It doesn't have to be like that. It could just be, there are choices. I have time I'm spending with other people. It could be on a friend level. It is Cups, which implies it is a little bit more of an emotional connection. It does obviously imply love in the same sense that one does. But the choices card, if you notice, there are different things in there. Some of them are good and some of them are bad. Well, great, I want these jewels, but I certainly don't want this snake or this dragon. Actually, I'd like a dragon. Anyway, but I want a castle, but blah, blah, blah. So some of the choices are good. I don't want to make the wrong choice. That's it. That's the way to say it. I don't want to make the wrong choice. I don't know, but, let's see. We've got our 9 of Wands. This is talking to you. This talks about not giving up. This talks about waiting. This talks about, look at him. He's standing there in front of that castle door or whatever it is. And, he's got that blocked off and he's like, all right, I'm here, man. I am here and I am fighting for my castle or, whatever. So yeah. So this talks about not giving up. Now here's our Knight of Pentacles. The Knights is a court card. So this typically represents a personality. I wonder if this is N. The Knight of Pentacles. Knights are always talking about making things happen. This particular knight, because he's Pentacles, is not moving very quickly. This has to do with work, money, school, home. I know, because you told me, I know that you work with N. So this is somebody who obviously you work with, so that confirms that. But this is also somebody who wants to take very logical, firm footing, that kind of a step forward. Is not the crazy rush in and let's just wing it. This is somebody who wants to really be thinking. And why? Doesn't want to make the wrong choice. I don't think you're not in the picture. I really do. I don't see anybody else either. Again, I'm really getting not wanting to make a wrong choice. Now, it could be, I know you're really emotional about it, and I know you are forcing the issue, like, tell me what your feelings are. Let me know. I get it, and I give you a lot of credit for being able to say some of those things, because for a lot of people, that's hard. So I give you a lot of credit for being honest and being direct. But maybe that could be, remember my squirrel and the nuts analogy that I do all the time about, maybe he's afraid it might not be the right thing, and maybe he feels pressure from you. I don't know. It could be. So let's see what our outcome card says, and that might help. Let's see. Ready? Go. All right. We got our High Priestess again. Okay. The High Priestess says kind of like, rise above it all. Rise above it all. Whatever he's doing, act like you don't care. Act like it doesn't bother you. As soon as you do that, I don't know, you've been here for the show, so I don't know if you heard me doing Julie's reading, and she was, the Queen of Swords was here, and being that Queen of Swords has kind of brought her guy back in the picture. Doesn't mean be a jerk. It doesn't mean be rude. It just means, you know what? Make somebody work for it, man. Make that person be like, hey, the minute you're like, hey, I don't know what Jane is thinking, I'm going to go find out, right? But if he always knows what you're thinking, oh, I'm so upset. Oh, I want to, he doesn't need to ask you. He doesn't need to seek you out. He doesn't need to, because you're always doing it, right? And I'm not saying be a jerk. I'm not saying try to be manipulative. I'm just saying try to, you only have control of yourself and your own actions and your own thoughts. So you know what? Pull it back. That is confidence right there. And do you know how attractive confidence is? You're saying, no, you don't pressure. So, okay, so you're not, giving him like ultimatums or saying, do you love me? Tell me what you're, obviously those are important things to know, and we should feel comfortable saying them. Again, I give you credit because that is smart. But some of those things might be scaring him. I think he is a very thoughtful person, doesn't want to make a mistake, doesn't want to jump into something, maybe he doesn't want to open that can of worms, if it's going to make it harder on him, if it doesn't work out or, whatever. So it's easier for him to just stand there and not make a move. Look at him standing there. Look at him standing there. Nope, not moving. Right. And here, if we're going to do this, we're going to think about it. We're going to do it slow. We're going to really do the right thing. And I don't want to make the wrong choice. But as far as his feelings for you, look at that. We got the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups talks about the warm fuzzy, looking back at a time when you two were grooving and meshing and, feeling like you were on the same page. Yeah. So, honey, I think it's going fine. Is he going to reach out this week, though? We did not get a yes or a no on that. So why is one of my cards got a white thing on it? What's going on here? Oh, man. Well, now I'm going to have to glue that. I don't know which one it is, but I definitely have to glue it. All right. So let's see. Is he going to reach out this week to Jane J? Go. Yes or a no, please. Come on. King of Cups. All right, our King of Cups is all about love. We need a clarifier on him, though, because our King of Cups likes to stand back and observe sometimes. But our King of Cups is the king of emotion. So is this king, does he have his confidence up to move? We got another king. Are you kidding me? All right. Well, this is somebody who's got emotion but goes slow. He's holding it back from you, honey. When he comes to me with regret and says, one day, Jane, I want in my life serious. Why is he messing with you? Why is he messing with you? Why would you say that to somebody? He's got you on the hook. He's got Jane J on the hook. Okay, so let me tell you my quickness. All right, I gotta get my paper. When I get paper, we're in big trouble, right? All right, I've done this myself. So I have felt like I am just a doll on the shelf, right? Here we are. We've got our little doll. Pretend I look cuter than that, right? We're just going to draw stick people because it's easier, right? This is somebody's room, right? All right, we're in the room. Somebody comes in the door, right? And here's the room. Here's the shelf, and there's our doll, right? Okay, so my doll on the shelf theory is when you are a couple and you've got yourself, no, don't look at the doll yet. Now here you guys are, oh yeah, honey, let's go out and let's go do stuff and I love you and yeah. And then when he leaves, he's got, okay, now I got to go to work, see you later. And then he leaves. And what does he do with you when he leaves? He puts you on the shelf because then that means he knows where you are waiting for him. And he can go out and do whatever he wants. Blah, blah. I'm going to work. I'm going to lunch. Not going to worry. I'm doing this. And then when he's ready to come back, he comes in the door. Hey, here's my doll. I'm going to take you and bring you down. Right? It's the doll on the shelf. You don't be a doll on the shelf. I'm telling you, confidence is very attractive to people. Confidence, not cockiness. There's a difference. So confidence. So, you know what? Hey, how's it going? Yep, I'm busy doing my own thing. That doesn't mean you have to be a jerk. Doesn't mean you should lie. It just means like, hey, man, I'm good. I am all good with you or without you. Do you know what I mean? He said he will come to me with regret and say one day that Jane, I want me. Yep. Well, he needs to get it together. He needs to get it together. He's moving slowly, and I think it's because he feels like there's no risk. He's not afraid of you leaving. He's got you in his back pocket. You're the doll on his shelf. And I'm not saying be a jerk, but you know what? He needs to be not so comfortable that you're waiting. Does that make sense? Because if he knows you're always going to be there sitting on the shelf, then he doesn't need to make a commitment. He can do whatever he wants because there you are. You're waiting all the time. He always knows that you're going to be there, right? So again, I'm not saying be a jerk, but what would happen if he came into his room and the shelf was empty? He walks in the door and look at this. Where is the doll? Oh no, she's doing her own life. She's doing her own friends, her own lunch, her own work. I don't have my doll up here anymore. I know he knows you love him. See what I'm saying, though? Do you see what I'm saying? See, he knows you love him. That's a good thing. You got to take what I'm saying. God, I have a lot of pen on me. You got to remember what I'm saying here is not to be... I'm not saying you shouldn't let people you love know you love them. Yes, you should express your emotions. You should be able to talk about these things. But now that we've gotten to this point where he won't commit, he jerks you up and down, he causes you to cry, he's got you up and down from that shelf. Get off the shelf. Jane J. You can do this, and I think that the thread running through the whole thing is that Six of Cups. He still wants you. You are important. I don't see any other people there. Whether or not he's being flirty with somebody or whatever, there's nothing serious that I see. Not that I see. So, oh, Jane. What are you asking? Will he come back or is he not searching to grow? That's funny. I just said that. I read your mind. I don't see anybody else. I don't see anybody else. Oh, honey. I hope that helped, Jane. All right, my friend. I think it's just you and me here right now, so I won't go into the whole thing. But yeah. So thanks, Jane. You do an awesome job. Anybody else who might still be here, thank you for sticking around. And Jaded Kate, you also did a great job. So thank you. I think it's just Jane and me. I see you're asking something. What are you saying? Is he going to call you? Let's do one more. I haven't shuffled it again, so it's the same shuffle. Is he going to call? Boom. 5 of Swords. All right, 5 of Swords, that's communication. That says that right now it might not be happening, and that's going to be making you think like, this is terrible. You don't want to do that. Is it happening? What is this? Clarify it. Clarify it for me. The Star. Okay, so there is hope. I think that this is probably picking up on what you're thinking and feeling. Our 5 of Swords is about communication, and it's kind of about feeling like that sometimes it's about being cocky. It's about being overconfident. I feel like this is N. I feel like actually that's N, not you. I meant to say it the other way. N. And I think, again, because he knows he's got you. He knows he's got you. He doesn't have to work for you because he knows he's already got you. Here's the Star, though. That's what he's saying. He recognizes you. This is the Star of Hope. So is he going to call? This is still not answering the question. Is he going to call? Give me a 1 down. Yes or a no? One more throw down. What? Yeah, he is. He is. You're going to talk to him. You're going to talk to him. Now, it's already Wednesday. I know you have 2 work days left, but the rest of the week, I don't know if you count Sunday in this week or next week or what you do. But yeah, it's looking positive. Check in with that tomorrow, even if it's just a 1 throw. Like a 1 card throw, check on the energy. I'd be happy to do that for you, Jane. we could do just like a one card throwdown in the very beginning and just see. You deleted him. He did not get me. That's because you're strong, Jane. Don't let him think you're a doll on the shelf. I did it for years, and I decided to get off of that shelf. You know, you got it, and that's when the confidence kicks in. Oh, my friend. Well, I hope that goes well. I think it's just you and me. I'm not sure if anybody else is here right now. But if so, I'll just say it like everybody listening. Thank you guys, all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to check me out on Fiverr. I'd be happy to do a personal reading for you. Super cheap, starts at $5. Easy. And of course, be careful of Corona. Wear your masks. I say it's silly, but it is no laughing matter. It's very important, and I love you guys. I don't want anything to happen to any of you. And that is why I say it. So thank you all, and I will see you tomorrow at 12 o'clock Central Time.